kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Williams looking for a man. Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it at the 20. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to get the corner. Can't get him to the ground. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to...
Touchdown, Washington! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but...
Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Coleman.
You gotta have that that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll go to the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
On the run, it's Coleman. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Washington right back to the line. Williams will pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Huskies. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Running free. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Moss. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to find the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Louisville! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams looking for a man. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Washington wants to go quickly.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's knocked out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 44. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks, it's Coleman. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Huskies with the first and 10. Looking to throw again. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be third and long. Williams will pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Washington. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Grabbed behind the line, it's Collins.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Huskies! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Moss. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the right. Out to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.